What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Celso Talks podcast. Uh, it is February February 17. It is February 17. The time it is 2:16 p.m. It's February 17. The time it is 2:16 p.m. Welcome everybody to Celso Talk podcast with your podcaster Celso Luis Santiago Jr. Before I talk about different topics today, I want to make a couple of announcements. And I had a meeting with DI Promotions. DI Promotions is basically a promotion that um, that is above all my promotions and productions. Is basically it's like a secure, it's like a security promotion. At the same time, is a promotion that promotes my promotions and my productions, like C2K Entertainment, C2K Wrestling Promotion, and C2K Productions. Which we're gonna talk about the C2K Productions. Um, so I had a meeting with C2K, at the I Promotions um, this morning, and actually, it was a good meeting. It was a good meeting. Um, it's like 25 of us. So like we do our meetings either on Messenger, video, video chat, or Zoom, which is where we do it, the most meetings is on Zoom. And let me tell you guys, these people are happy. They're very happy. They call me. They got they sent me a message today, and they emailed me to say they told me the email said um, meeting at 8. I'm like, oh Lord have mercy. Here we go. What now? I was okay. Just say meeting at Zoom. Yeah, it was on Zoom this morning, and it say meeting at Zoom. Okay, so they sent me the invitation, and and it was funny because when I accepted the invitation, I see all of them looking at me with a smile. I'm like, and it was funny because all of them, to see all their faces on um on Zoom, where you could see like everybody's faces, and the way they, when I accepted the invitation, and they use my screen popped on, and they're like, all of them smiling. I'm like, I smile too, but I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And they call me C2K, they're like, C2K, we got great news. And I'm like, okay, what's the great news? They're like, well, one of the great news is that we want to move Social Talks podcast to Facebook Live. And I'm like, for real? They're like, yeah, we want to move Social Talk podcast, and we want to make Facebook make the new home of Social Talks podcast. And they're like, And the reason why we want to do it is because we love the views that you are getting on Facebook Live, which is you get 600, 700 views in a day. And at the same time, we love when people on Facebook communicate with you, not only in the comments, but they are so anxious and eager to be your guest. They want to be your guest and talk to you about different stuff. We love that. We love how it's going. We love the energy. We love the chemistry that you have with your fans, that you have with your listeners. And they was like, we want to move Celso Talks podcast to Facebook Live. And I'm like, okay, I like what this is going. I like where this is going. So Facebook is the new home of Celso Talks podcast. Because they're very happy, and you guys are doing a great job with the comments that you guys leave me every single day when I come over here on Facebook Live. They love the chemistry that you guys got with me. That they love the conversations that we have in here. The views are phenomenal. Like 500, 600 views, 700 views in a day. Like, that's great, So this right here, this is the new space of Celso Talk Podcast. We're going to have something new. Maybe in a week or in 2 weeks, we're going to have a new banner with Celso Talk Podcast. New lighting in here. I'm going to have like a short or hoodie with the name of Celso Talk Podcast, a hat. I got a mic, like a mic coming in very soon. So things are gonna be great. You're gonna see a lot of changes right here. On this space for Celso Talks Podcast. Another announcement is that I created a new podcast. But this one here. Oh, also, am I going to have something with Facebook in here? Like something. I'm going to see what can I do. But it's going to be like something with like the Facebook design in here. Or I was going to say Facebook Live. Now, I have a new podcast that I created today. And that podcast is going to be for Instagram. It's going to be for Instagram only. I'm going to say it again. It's going to be for Instagram only. Where I do have a space already for that. Where I have another banner. And the new name of the podcast, or my new podcast that I'm going to have, is going to be only for Instagram. It's called Cigars, Coffee, and Conversations Podcast. Cigars, Coffee, and Conversations Podcast. That's going to be for Instagram only. Like I say, I'm going to have a space for it very soon for that podcast, and it's going to be only for Instagram. What else? We're still having C2K Talk Show. C2K Talk Show is going to be only for StreamYard, only for StreamYard, and it's going to be still transmitted to um, to Facebook. So C2K Talk Show is going to be only for StreamYard, and we're going to keep it in StreamYard and at the same time on Facebook Live. Let me see what other announcement. Oh, we got C2K Productions. C2K Productions, a new production that we got. It's promoted by the I Promotions. C2K Productions is where I'm going to be we're going to be promoting singers, like artists, singers, rappers, rappers, different type of music. We're going to be promoting different type of music. Either it's in Spanish or in English, like hip hop, rap, rock, heavy metal, emo. It's going to country music, techno. It's different type of different type of music that we're going to be producing and promoting on C2K production. In Spanish, it's going to be like salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, all that stuff, all that good, great stuff. We are promoting artists. We are going to be producing and promoting artists. We already had 2 artists, well, 3, no, 4. We already have 4 artists that we are producing and promoting. Joey Torres, J Tunes, um, King Taco. You guys know him, King Taco. Um, who else? Of course, Leo C is gonna be we C2K Productions is gonna be producing and promoting Leo C. CLS Christian rapper, of course, we're gonna be producing him and promoting him too. So it's a good day. It's a good day for the I Promotions, and that's why they were so happy, to be in a meeting with me. They're like, like we need to talk. We need to talk about this. C2K Wrestling Promotions is not only going to be promoting indie pro wrestling, backyard wrestling, but we are promoting EFED. We're promoting EFED federations like CWF, um, KWF. Let me see if I get it from my mind. Yeah, CWF, KWF, um, Promo War Wrestling Federation, and I know there's more that we are going to be promoting. I just don't got it top of my head. DPWC, Dunker Promo Wrestling Championship, also. So we're gonna be promoting EFED. What is the EFED? EFED basically, it's all about promoting. It's all about doing promo battles. So we are going to be promoting EFED. EFED Federation, the EFED world, and we're gonna take EFED. We're gonna take it out there, so people can get to know more about EFED federations. What is the other announcement? Okay, the I Promotions, when they gave me this great news. Oh yeah, hold on. We are going to start. Um, what it was? What they say? Lord have mercy. Um, oh yeah, okay. The full show Food Show 716. Food Show 716 is going to start next month. I know you guys saw some videos of the Food Show 585, which it was in Rochester, New York. And you saw me, I did the first episode of Food Show, the Food Show 716. But the way we're gonna do this, I'm going to be like in different restaurants, and I'm going to be talking about their food, promoting. I'm going to be promoting, their food the food restaurants, and for example, Tim Hortons or Alma Latina. I'm going to be in the restaurants, and I'm going to be eating their food, talking about the food like I always do, and talking about the restaurants and promoting the restaurants. It's going to be fun. So the Food Show 5716 is going to start next month. What else? Table talk, or sitting in a what it was sitting on the coffee table with Celso Santiago. Sitting on the coffee table with Celso Santiago. We're going to start next month. This one here is going. I'm going to be talking about, different type of coffees, and we're going to have some, conversations that you will have in a coffee table. This is going to be next month. I think that's all the announcement. Oh, this another announcement. I'm not going to be doing EFET for a very long time because it's family matters. Of I have that's gonna because I don't want to get into details. I'm taking care of family, and there's a lot of things that I gotta be focused on. At the same time, next month I'm going to start training. You guys know that on April I'm going to come back to the ring on April. So to start my C2K February tour on April. So next month I'm going to be training the whole month. I'm going to try to lose more weight, so it's going to be a whole different thing that I'm going to be doing. Try to lose more weight, the whole month of March. Which I did lose. I did lose, I did lose some weight, but that's our goal is for me to lose a lot of weight by March. The whole, so I'm going to be working hard of losing weight, training, to get back in the ring. Where I'm going to go back, I'm going to be like, going to the gym, doing all that stuff, going to the gym, during the whole month of March. It's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing in March. So that's why I'm I'm taking a break from doing EFED because I need to focus on my family. I need to focus on me. I need to focus on my training. It's a lot of things that I got to focus right now. When I'm going to come back to EFED, I don't know. It might going to be 2 or 3 months, 4 months, who knows? Because from March all the way to August, I'm going to be busy with my wrestling tour. March is going for me. It's going to be training for me in March, going to the gym, getting healthy, try to get fit, all that stuff. So that's what's going to happen for March, for the whole month of March. And then April to August is going to be the February tour. So yeah, this is why from today, I'm not doing no more EFET. I'm going to take my, myself off from that for a while. I don't know. It might take 6 months, 7 months. I don't know. So that this is what was the announcement that I have for you guys. Now let's talk about some different topics. Now let's talk about some different topics. You know, I always say, and I've been saying this for a very long time, and I've been saying this probably like 2 years right now in my podcast that you know we live in a world that is cruel. We live in a world that is diabolical, and we live in a messed up generation. We do. This, these entrepreneurs, man, this TikTok celebrities or TikTok entrepreneurs, whatever they want to call themselves, man. And yes, I am a TikTok celebrity. I am a TikTok entrepreneur. I am a what else? I'm a TikToker basically. Where I do my comedy, my comedy sections on TikTok. And let me tell you, man, maybe because I'm old school, I'm 42 years old, I'm old school. And I look at these TikTokers, man, and I know why they doing it. Some of them, they want to be funny with it, or all they care is about the views, and all they care about likes and shares and all that stuff. And let me tell you, man, I look at these videos of these entrepreneurs, these TikTokers. They love to stir things up. They love to stir things up, and it's crazy, man. They will talk about people like crazy. They love to talk about people's food. It's like they complain more. It's all about gossip. It's all about gossip. You know, I'm a TikToker myself. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? I see I think my connection is kind of messed up. I think I see. Can you guys see me? And hear me? Because I can see myself moving a little bit slow. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm like I said, I'm a TikToker. I'm a uh, TikToker entrepreneur, and where I do my comedy. You guys know that in 2027, I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy. In 2027, I training hard as I can, and then I'm training for that, and I'm, you know, studying and stuff for to make my own to start my own comedy, my stand-up comedy. And I look at these TikTokers, man, and they like to stir things up. It's like they like to talk about things that are not, um, for example, let me drink something cold. Hold on. Of course, I do have my Celso Talk Podcast mugs. Oh, hold on. I'm going to be making Celso Talks Podcast mugs, and so if anybody wants some, let me know. They are going to sell it for $5 each very soon. Celso Talks Podcast coffee mugs. They're going to be coffee mugs, cups like this. Am I going to be doing Central Talk Podcast shirts for like $10? So that's going to be very soon. Probably next month I'm going to start doing that. The shirts are going to be $10, and the coffee mugs, cups are going to be for $5. Celso Talks Podcast mugs and shirts. So stay tuned for that. So they was talking about Michael Jordan. They was talking about Michael Jordan, which is crazy to me. There's a video out there. Michael Jordan, I don't know how long this video has been out there. I don't know how old this video is. For me, the way this video looks like, it looks like it's an old video. I don't think this is like a new video. It looks like it's like an old video because it's all like black and white. So I don't know if this is a video from the 1990s or early 2000s. I don't know because it doesn't say. But you guys know Michael Jordan is a legend in basketball. It's a legend. So I'm looking at this video, and I'm a person that before I talk about something, or I don't jump into conclusions. I love to because there's two sides of a story. I always say there's a two sides of a story. I don't like to jump into conclusions, and I like to investigate. Like, I'm a Virgo, okay? Virgos, we love to investigate things, and before we come with a solution or conclusion, you know. You got all these entrepreneurs and all these TikTokers jumping in conclusions, and they over here asking questions, and they over here getting mad at Michael Jordan. And I said, let me look at this video. So I wanted to look at this video. Watched it like 10 times. So I got. I watched it like 10 times. And I recorded it. I recorded this video. And I fast forward it, back forward it, put it in slow motion, stopped it, play it, slow motion, because I want to, I investigate this video very carefully before I jump into conclusions. So the video, like I said, I don't know how old this video is. But Michael Jordan, I guess there's a lot of people over there. There's a lot of people in there. You got the press. You got social media. You got photographers, camera crew, everybody's there. Everybody's there. Michael Jordan is in front or behind a kid, behind a child. So Michael Jordan, for what I'm seeing, like I said, I have to watch this video 10 times. I fast forwarded, I back forwarded, I stopped it, I put in slow motion, stopped it again. I even zoomed it, and what I'm looking at is what I saw is that Michael Jordan is focusing on the shirt that this kid has. Now I can barely see what it says. I think he had like a gray shirt with something with like some red letters. I can maybe it had to do something with Michael Jordan. I don't know. But Michael Jordan was basically, he touched the back of the shirt of the kid. Like he just like tugged it in like 3 or 4 times. And he did it, he was smiling. Like, he was smiling and we was playing with the kid, like, now a lot of TikTokers, and it's all TikTokers, it's all these entrepreneurs getting mad and saying, oh, Michael Jordan is touching the butt of a kid, what he's doing that. And I'm like, no, he didn't touch his butt. Don't get me wrong, I do not condone pedophiles. I don't. It's something that I do not condone. But when it comes to pedophile, I always tell a lot of people, before you accuse somebody of doing pedophile or whatever, there's got to be hard evidence. There has to be hard evidence. There has to be evidence, videos or pictures or whatever. There has to be hard evidence before you go ahead and accuse people of whatever. There has to be hard evidence. And I'm all about investigating. I studied criminal justice. I did. In Rochester, New York, from 2003 to 2005, I studied criminal justice. I know all about criminal justice. And it's all about investigating. I love to investigate. And that's why I say I have to look at this video 10 times. I had to back forward it, forward it. I stopped it. I had to like zoom in and everything. And I don't see. The 10 times that I view and I watched this video, I don't see Michael Jordan touching the butt of this kid. I don't see it. I see that he's focusing on the short of this kid. He has a smile, and he grabbed the back shirt of the kid. He tugging in, and I had a lot of messages from this moment. And I get vibes from people. I really do. And this is what I told a lot of people. I get vibes. I get different vibes from people. Sometimes you don't need to talk. Actions talk for you. I'm not about actions. I'm not about this right here. I'm not about actions. And like I said, I'm looking at this video. And I'm like, I don't know what people are talking, because I don't see Michael Jordan touching this little kid's butt. He's focusing at this kid's shirt. He's tagging the shirt of this kid and pray with him. So the first message that I received is that, when you see at somebody's get up, at somebody's shirt, and you like it, you like, like when somebody has a nice shirt, some nice pants, and you like, oh damn, okay, that's a nice shirt. Wow, I like that shirt. Look at you. So that was the first message. The first message that I got. He's focused on the shirt, not talking, but he's like, okay, I see it. I see what you got. I see your shirt. And he's talking. I said, okay, So when you talk somebody's shirt, either you are trying to get somebody attention, or you trying to fix the shirt of someone. You trying to fix the shirt of someone, like I like your shirt, but me tug it in, tug your shirt a little bit, let me fix it. Maybe whatever that kid got on his back of his shirt, it might have to do with Michael Jordan. It might have to do with Michael Jordan. I don't know what the shirt said, but it's Michael Jordan is there. So it has to do with something with Michael Jordan. So, he liked the shirt. He liked the shirt that the kid had. So he's trying to, when he talking from the back of the shirt, he probably is trying to show what the back of the shirt says to the media, to the press, so they can take pictures, because they want taking pictures. So I'm like, okay, maybe he just tried whatever he had on the back of the shirt. He's just trying to show what's behind the shirt, behind his shirt, to the media, to the social media, to the press, whatever. When you grab somebody's butt, it's a different grabbing. It's the way that you grab it. Right? I mean, in my understanding, when let's say, for example, if if I have a girlfriend, and how couples do, how couples do, the man likes to, grab the butt on his girl, whatever, and it's a different grab. You want to grab the whole full thing, right? But when you tugging, your hand is different. You tugging, the shirt, like it's a whole different grab. So I see this grab right here. I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing where he's trying to grab something. When you grab somebody's arm or you grab somebody's butt, it's a different grab. But I seen this right here. He's tugging a shirt. And when you tug a shirt on a person, it's basically you're trying to get the attention, or you see something like a shirt, and you want to say, you look good, but let me go ahead and tug it in, because let me go ahead and fix it. But whatever, he's focusing on whatever is in the back of the shirt of the kid. He's smiling, and he's okay. Look at you, I like that. Let me tug it in. Let me tug it. So guess he probably want to see it better. He probably want the social media to see it. He probably want to who knows, the press, because everybody was there. So I'm listening to all these entrepreneurs and that he's grabbing his butt, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, are you guys stupid? Are you guys Nothing is there. I mean, you guys jumping into conclusions. Don't you know? With I don't know how many people are in there. We're talking about probably close to, I don't know, 550, 100 people in there. And he's right in the front. He's on the stage with all these cameras out there. The press, the media. Don't you think if let's say for example, Michael Jordan grabbed his butt, don't you think that would be the first thing that would be all over the news? Don't you think that they would have stopped that if they see this man touching a kid? Oh yeah, they would have stopped him right in there. They would have taken care of it. The news will be all over it. Don't you think that there will be already a case against this man? Think about it. Oh, but Celso is all over social media because it's entrepreneurs, these TikTokers. They put it out there, sending the wrong messages. That's why. That's why it's over social media. You don't see it in the news. You don't see that there's already a case being prepared or made against Michael Jordan. They already will take care of this real quick. The problem is, man, this is some of these TikTokers, man, some of this, they don't know what they're talking about. They go on social media and like I said, they don't care about nothing. They only doing this for likes and shares and oh yeah, I want to make money. Because that also all they talk about money, greed. When it comes to doing this video. Like me, I'm doing this for money. You see this name right there? This name right here, and what you see on top. This name right here. I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing this for views. I'm not. I'm doing it because I love doing it. I'm doing it to entertain you guys. That's what I'm doing. I don't do it for likes, and I don't do it for share. I don't get paid for this. I wish I get paid, but I don't. And I take my time to do this because I'm doing this for you guys, to entertain you. Just like I do backyard wrestling. I've been doing backyard wrestling for almost 34 years, and yes, I'm gonna retire. But I did it, one, for fun, and two, I did it for you guys to entertain you guys. I didn't get paid. I never got paid. Or Leo C or Rapid, everything that I do, I don't get paid. I do it for you guys. And all my messages that I sent are the right messages. I don't talk about people. I don't mention people's names. I don't do that. I'll focus on the topics that I talk about. But these entrepreneurs and these TikTokers, man, they love to go ahead and stir things up, you know, and point fingers at people. It's all about gossip. It's all about gossip. They love to, how can I say this? They love to what's the word that I'm trying to find? They love to try to hurt the reputation of someone. When it comes to all these chefs that they love to show the cooking and whatever they cook, and and you see all these TikTokers, oh, I don't want to eat it, oh, look up, shut up. You don't want to eat that food, don't eat it. And I always say, not everybody's going to cook the same way you cook, and not everybody's going to eat the same way you eat. Not everybody got the same taste buds that you got, So and instead of talking about their food, focus on you, mind your own business. That's all it says. I told the TikTokers, mind your own business. This is not your business. Do you stop focusing on people? Focus on you. You know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that they want to talk about this man. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. If this man was doing something in front of people, it would have been stopped right there. The press is there. Come on, the press is, they love to observe. They pay attention to everything. That's why they take pictures. They take 1,000 and 1,000 of pictures of everything because they don't want to lose anything that happens in front of them. That's what they work for. That's their job. That's what they get paid for. Don't you think that the press will be already put in the news, and this will be all over the news already? You wouldn't hear it in the news. I didn't hear nothing in the news that say, "Oh, Michael Jordan is grabbing the butt of a kid." It's always social media because it's entrepreneurs and there's TikTokers and trust and believe. If Michael Jordan would be something like that, and if I see it, I'm not going to defend them. I'm not going to defend them after I investigated already and see what I saw. Oh no, I would be pissed too. I would be mad. I said, hold on, Michael Jordan, what are you doing? Why you touching his butt? But I didn't see that. I see he's talking talking the chair. I mean the chair. Lord have mercy, the shirt. I'm thinking about wrestling now. Come on, mind. We are Celso Top Podcast. But yeah, that's what I can say about this topic, man. Stop jumping into conclusions, man. That there's always two sides of a story. There's always two sides of a story. Investigate. If this concern you that much, investigate first. Instead of just jumping into conclusions, instead of just, trying to step on somebody's name real quick. And I like to investigate. Like I say, I studied criminal justice, and I love to see like shows that it has to do with investigations, like what's it's yeah now I forgot the name of the show. So Lord have mercy. First 48, something files, all this stuff, everything that has to do with cops, whatever. I like to see these shows, and because I'm fascinated with investigations and stuff like that. And yeah, just stop going, jumping into conclusions. If you wanna, put something out there, do your research, study, reading is fundamental. Study, do your research first before you want to eat. Even if somebody's talking about a topic and going on somebody's post and comment the thing that things that it doesn't matter. Just do your research first. Do your research. And study. And study. Read. It's fundamental. All right, guys. This was the episode of Celso Talk Podcast. Uh, Once again, just to let you know, Facebook Live, it is the new home of Celso Talks Podcast. You guys are going to see me more in Celso Talk Podcast. We're going to have to do. We're going to have have everything new, a banner, some lighting. You guys will see. Anyway, guys, into the next episode of Celso Talk Podcast with your favorite podcaster, Cesar Ruiz, Santiago Jr. Love you. Have a blessed day.